Okay, I just wanted to add to whatever I was working on because I had an idea that I'm just going to talk um, about learning this stuff, and I'm realizing because I haven't really been doing that much lately, and it's like it just kind of feels like I'm just worried that if I stop doing, this is why it's nice. Like this is why I joined this group. It's the notion where it's like as long as I keep forcing myself to learn this stuff, then it will always stay fresh in my mind. It's like if I go outside and take a chainsaw art, then it's like all this information gets put on a shelf somewhere because it's like there's only so much in my brain I think that it still has the ability to hold a thought. So it's like, and I got a lot of work at the moment, and it's like I need to be, on top of that stuff. And that's why it's like the guy that, and I don't know your name, Raul, something like that. The guy that brilliant guy. And I was watching him, and then I sent it to Patrick, and then Patrick goes, "Oh yeah, I know that guy. He's in our group." And then one thing led to another. But I really need his help on this job, and the only satisfaction of getting that is like that it's another feather in my cap that I've gotten this stuff, But I've done it on the shoulders of giants, kind of thing. That it's like, thank you for giving me that, that I can kind of, because it is a beautiful program, and it is really, it's got so many options, and it's like I don't think that there's any way to learn any of these, to learn all of them, which is why I think it's like the database makes sense. That it's like I think there's so much brilliance here that it's just best at this point in the game to just know that it's possible. And if you want to if you have room on your memory shelf to use that creatively, work-wise, or whatever, then we'll know that there's a place for it. But yeah, so it's like, so I'm enjoying. It's like the reason I'm getting on and saying is that I am learning a lot in the last 2 nights of doing this really mundane task of pimping out my material. Like it doesn't need to be some crazy flea whatever thing with glass feet and all this crap I'm doing, but what else are you gonna do? I mean, it's like, I mean, to be honest with you, it's not ego that's putting all this stuff out there. It's just what I do, and it's a really good vehicle to kind of go, yeah, maybe I could figure out that whole dirt thing. Like that would be nice to put the dirt in there. So I started doing that on the inset, and I built this. I kind of didn't know what I was doing, but I just kind of threw it together. Where in the albedo, which is that inside thing, it's like I built this thing, and it's a composite, as best I could tell, where you have 2 different composite things, like layers, like Photoshop, and I put this dirt, which I'm really kind of intrigued by, because it's cool. It's all this Photoshop stuff. Darken. Do I want to darken it? Or no? I think multiply was like. So I don't know. This stuff is. I don't want to get there. Alpha. I don't need to worry about. But it's like it's I just kind of feel like I just by randomly doing this within the safety zone of doing a repetitive task, I have ventured somewhere outside of my my safe zone. And I've learned something that hopefully I'll be able to retain, you know, and which is again why I think I'm writing this stuff down in a video form. Because, you know, when I start to lose my marbles and I don't know who I am, I'll look at myself on the video and go, hey, that guy really looks like he knows what he's talking about. I'm going to listen to him, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, the advice that I'm giving you guys, I think, on this is repetition. Find something to do and just do it a lot. I mean, it's like this hour stuff that Patrick's doing where he, you know, I mean, he's got his own, you know, he's figured out his own way to scratch his own back, you know, and I think for me at the moment, this is my back scratching activity. You know, and I'm not really doing anything other than learning the program, which is what we're all in it for, you know, and I do have work to do and I should be doing it, but it's like, I can do that tomorrow. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.